Hello and welcome to NicoCosmica. This is your frequency forecast for August 28th, 2023. Going to make the next couple reads kind of diva forecast, diva divination. So let's see what we have. And that's neither masculine nor feminine, it's just in the diva spirit. So I'm going to pull 3 random tarot. Let's see what we're dealing with here. We have the Hierophant, Justice in reverse, so we might be considering divorce, a breakup. Person in question is the Queen of Wands, feminine energy, older, over the age of 30 to 35, older than that even. In the reverse, she is not experiencing her sexuality or intimacy in a healthy way. It could be that she's in the middle, he or she in the feminine energy, but I'll refer to the person as a she, is in the middle of an affair, considering an affair. You might be needing to balance out your sexuality at this time by some self-care or by talking to your partner and initiating the relationship. We have the King of Wands, so it is the divine counterpart. We have the Star. So if the Queen of Wands can right herself, if she can correct her position, there is a lot of potential here. They may even have a child who is also in the aspect of the suit. It's the Page of Wands, but also in reverse. So as a mother, she could be focusing on the child as a compensation to not focusing on the health of her romantic or marital relationship. And even those need balance. It's not saying don't pay attention to your child. You obviously need to, but don't use your child as a substitute, such as telling them secrets or adult information like your bank account balance or your bill worries and things like that. Keep those between you and your partner and develop the adult relationship. It could also be that a letter arrived with some negative news or an email, and it's put her sort of in a negative energy. This could have been about another female, but it also could mean that the suggestion is for her to embrace nurturing and her femininity, the Queen of Cups energy. And this reversed, the Six of Cups reversed. So they're forgetting how they were in the past, or this Queen of Wands could be either a wrongly aspected water sign, or it could be a fire sign who needs to get more in touch with their emotions, but they need to remember who they were in the past. They perhaps were a little bit sexier, a little bit more feminine, and definitely not be combative, but know your energy. The Wands can be more combative, whereas the Cups are more emotional. And this is saying that the person needs to be more in touch with their emotions, or there's another female involved, but there's also a male aspect. The King of Cups reverse, so player energy could potentially be, could be somebody a little bit too much of a drama king. The masculine is really needy in this situation. It doesn't look like they're fighting, so there's no indication as to whether this is actually 2 couples, 4 people involved, or just the aspects of 2 people involved. Regardless, if the feminine can refocus and turn her aspect correct, there is money on the horizon. And really the problem is they've become bored with the 4 cups. But if she can, again, take control of her energy and re-embrace who she was in the past, there's another 9 pentacles on the horizon. Self-made person. There's the Ace and the 9. That's technically the 10 of Pentacles. She's going to come out of hiding, out of her shell. And what's going to happen to the relationship? Let's see. Again, there is a third party indicated. So she may have to fight off some suitors or the male. And they're not really knowing how this is going to turn out. But if she leaves the relationship, there is an ending of some sort. It could be a financial ending. It could be the ending of who she pursues. And so right now, don't focus on, unless the relationship is abusive, I wouldn't focus on leaving. Because if she stays in the relationship, if your energy today is, I am going to focus on me and better myself, on the horizon is the Empress. And this is the self-made woman, the feminine energy who has it all, literally. She is the pinnacle of success, the pinnacle of motherhood, the pinnacle of wifedom. She is the trophy wife. And with the Ace of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, she has done it herself, pulled herself out of depression, out of postpartum, out of feeling unwanted, unworthy, unloved, and has in herself found those things to be able to come full circle and say, I am now an equal partner in this. I am sexy. I am worthy. I am loved. I am powerful. I have my own money. I am independent, yet I choose to be here and I choose to make this work because I am. So that is the advice from the tarot. Let's see if we have any animal guidance. We have the fish. This is determination, emotion, and a strong sense of self. So tying to this read. Getting in touch with one's emotions, knowing what you do and you don't want, being flexible, and having a very strong sense of self. This Empress in the making is going to come out of this knowing exactly who she is. And there's no question. But again, she's going to have to fight off temptation. Now, I didn't see the devil, which is great. But there's clearly some people in the mix, and she's not in the healthiest of energy, and neither is her partner. Neither is their child, if there's a child involved. So everybody has to sort of get healthy, and things are going to start correcting themselves. So let's see what the salt is today. You got a feeling you just can't shake. A little voice inside is nagging you, okay? That could be the email or text communication that this female has discovered or is worried about. It could be just the sense that somebody might be stepping out or somebody might be in their player energy. And that is why, instead of becoming overly needy or pressing on it, you need to, if it's abusive, take time apart, but don't sever the relationship just yet. Take your time, get yourself kabam, like to where you're literally whoa. And whoa doesn't mean you're glamour goddess yet. It just means you're right with yourself, your energy, your presence. You cannot be diminished for nothing. And trust me, people will try. The more you glam up, the more you glow up, the more they try to dim your shine. And you just don't let them. Because you are that sure of yourself and your presence and who you are. And that third party situation will either destroy the relationship, which it's not looking like. It looks like the feminine is in charge of this. The feminine is driving this ship. And so she would make the ultimate decision of whether to stay or leave in the relationship. It doesn't look like, even if the male is in player energy, it doesn't look like he's the one who would jump ship. It looks like it would be her. And the cards, at least for today, the indication is stay where you are and work on you. So let's see what the romantic guidance is. Oh, can it be any more clear? The Lover in reverse. This is pointing to a lack of intimacy or sexual fulfillment or excitement in the relationship, but it is also pointing to do not take that lover. Do not chomp at the hook. Do not take the lure. You gotta stay strong. And that's for the male and the feminine, masculine and feminine energy. Stay strong. Let's see what we have for past life. And one of the reasons that they have to dig deep, past life influence, is being a previous medicine man or woman, a shaman, a healer, a magician, a witch. They're having to transmute the physical. So right now, with all this physicality, all this emphasis on sex or romance, there is so much in the physicality that they have to sort of dig deep and go further into the spiritual and the emotional. And that is tapping into possibly a past life energy of having been a medicine man or woman. Well, let's see if there's any more guidance available. We have peace in the reverse. There is a temptation right now to start a war. Don't do it. The cards are indicating Five of Swords reversed. Just don't do it. Your goddess is telling you inner strength. You're going to have to stay solid. You're going to have to find this in yourself. There is no knight in shining armor. This is your battle. Inner demons. You're going to have to pull it out. You are going to have to glow up for yourself, for your child, for your spouse, but mainly just for you, so that you can come to your day and say, I am the best I can be. And then you push yourself a little further. And every day you just push yourself, exercise, eating right, affording the car you can afford, fixing it up if it's in a state of disarray, tending to your house. You don't have to be making a ton of bank to look it. So let's see what we have for story elements. Wizard in reverse. Do not use magic for this. Ooh, but we do have the mermaid. So again, that is embracing your inner feminine. That is the icon for this entire tarot channel, is the mermaid. And it's not siren energy, but here we go. Here we have the spiral, the wave, the whirl, the whirlpool. Life is going to feel chaotic, but that is how it is supposed to feel. You learn to ride the wave. You learn to weather the storm. Again, Book of Spells reversed. Do not rely on witchcraft. Do not rely on magic. There's none being done to you. Child with sideways. Focus on motherhood. Focus on nurturing. Get back in touch with your inner child so that you can be a great mother to your current child or your current projects, your fur baby. Not to diminish motherhood, but it comes in many forms. And if you do have a child, you're young, embrace that child. Find the love in there again, because that is going to help that femininity come out. Time is sideways, so time could be stagnant. It's not of the essence necessarily. It might feel more drastic than it is. Sword down. Do not start fights today. That is not the energy right now. And the cat, feline. You might be, there's a feminine energy. So your mate, your partner, might be the one who is being targeted by somebody who either wants to be catty or has been catty about you or the relationship, wants to kind of purr and get her kitty in there, male or female, and you can't worry about that right now. You got to worry about you. You got to be at A game level, and that's going to take a minute. So let her purr around, let him purr around. That is just not your worry at this moment. Your worry is being the best you, the feminine you, the beautiful diva that you are, and being a great mom. And it says here in the bibliomancy, be practical. So no wishful thinking. This isn't you pay 20 grand to a surgeon and get it done. This isn't you snap your fingers and suddenly you have a quick fix. This isn't jabbing yourself or taking potions or taking pills. This is gonna be work. And that is what the reading is all about today. Not so much to focus on the work. It's not saying how long. It's not saying what the work is. It's just saying you gotta start and you gotta think of yourself and you've gotta put yourself first, then your children, people that you're responsible for, and really just build the best life ever, because that is what makes your relationship strong and makes it adultery or infidelity proof. It's being the best you and being confident, because even if it happens, they're going to see they don't rock that boat. Yeah, there's plenty of other people and they're not going to rock that boat. You're not that fragile. So that is the energy for today. I hope you keep shining and enjoy. Thank you.